In this video we will use purl and knit stitches, and this scarf will be basically made of so-called seed stitch pattern. Seed stitch pattern is where we alternate purl and knit stitches. Okay, I have started on odd numbers of stitches. In this case it is 25 stitches, and that is how wide I want my scarf. If you want it wider, you can do let's say 31 stitches or 29 stitches, but it always have to be odd number of stitches. The first stitches always will be knit and knit, okay? So, and I would advise you to already learn how to do knit and purl stitch before you start knitting this scarf. So we will start right here. The very first stitch is gonna be starting on the front here. In the other rows I will show you how we start the first stitch. It's gonna be started differently. This is the only ones that we will go and do knit the first stitch from this side. Okay, so we will do a knit stitch and another knit stitch. All other knit stitches will be knitted from this side here. Okay, so you put your needle through, grab the yarn and pull it through. Now the purl stitch is that you place the yarn in front and then you go here in the middle, okay, from this side, not here, not this side, from this side, and you wrap the yarn around the needle and you pull it through out. Okay, and now again knit and purl, wrap it around and pull it through, and knit, grab, pull through, and pull. Now the purl, place the yarn in front, put the needle through the middle there, wrap it and pull it back, and knit, stitch, pull the yarn through the loop. Okay, place it forward, poke your needle through, wrap it around, pull it back. Okay, I think that I don't have to go and tell you how to do it anymore, but I will do it slowly. Okay, this is purl stitch, knit, stitch, purl stitch, knit, stitch, purl stitch, knit stitch, purl stitch, knit, purl. You can stop video at any time, rewind and play it again if you need to go any slower, especially in the beginning. Okay, purl and knit stitch, knit stitch right here, and now the last stitch I do not knit, I just move it from my left needle to the right needle. So you move this yarn forward. You can do it also this way and move the stitch over to the right needle. And this is what I was trying to tell you in the beginning of the video. Now each first stitch will be knitted through this back loop. Okay, so I just grab it, only first stitch. So I grab it and I pull it. Now the second stitch is going to be again knit stitch. So this is knit stitch, this is knit stitch. This is knit stitch through the back loop, and this is regular knit stitch. Okay, so the first stitches are going to be always knit stitch, and that's how you're going to go and create the seed stitch pattern. So this was purl stitch in a previous row, and this is, as you see, knit stitch from the previous. So the purl stitch becomes knit stitch, and knit stitch is going to become in the next row a purl stitch. So this will be my purl stitch. Knit, knit, purl, purl stitch. Knit, purl. You see, this one was flat and this one had a rib. Okay, this one has a rib right there, the rib, and then this is my knit stitch, and it's gonna be a kind of like flat stitch, and so that's why they alternate. Okay, so this one is my purl stitch, knit stitch, purl stitch, knit stitch, purl stitch, knit stitch, purl stitch, knit stitch, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, and knit. And my last stitch will be placed. First you have to move this yarn forward and then move the last stitch onto the right needle. And again, knit through the back loop, knit stitch, purl stitch. Okay, so knit through the back loop right there, knit regular way, and purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. And this is how you continue knitting your scarf I'm going to speed up a little bit. If you have any problem, you go and rewind for each row from the beginning. Watch your beginning and your first 2 stitches and last stitch. Okay, and you can do this with any odd. You see, this is my last stitch, and I just move it because I like different this edge. I don't like to have it knitted. I don't like the little thing. And this is again knit through the back loop and knit through the front loop in a regular way and purl. And as you see again, this is purl stitch from well, it was actually in a previous row it was knit stitch, but on this side it's a purl stitch, but we need to knit it with a knit stitch. And in a previous row this was purl stitch. If I turn it around, you can see that when we were knitting it as a purl stitch, but on this side it became knit stitch. Okay, and we will purl it. That's how the seed stitch looks. So that was purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. And I'm going to knit few rows, and then I will show you on a bigger, longer part, longer part, how the seed stitch looks like. And then hopefully I will finish the scarf, and I will make the really long, nice, beautiful seed stitch scarf and post it on my website. So I have knitted several rows now, and I just wanted to show you how the seed stitch scarf will look like when it's all finished. And as you see, the width is fairly wide. It's 25 stitches, so it will be plentiful wide to wrap around the neck. And well, when I'm finished, I will go and post my entire scarf, finished scarf, on my website. You can go and see it. I will also post the written pattern, and please always read also the description here on YouTube of each project that I post. Sometimes I write a little bit blurb about it, and also place some links that are very necessary for you to look at as well. Alright, so happy knitting, and that's about it. Oh, one more last thing. When I'm finished with my scarf, I will also attach probably tassels. You don't have to go and put tassels in. You would just go and take this tail and sew it in and cut it off so it's not visible. And that's about it. But I think that I will add tassels to the ends. But this is how the scarf is going to look like. It's gonna have a seed stitch. Okay? Enjoy!